You thought nobody was gonna say it. Nah. Somebody gotta step to the pulpit on this one. Isaiah already wrote the receipt. Let's go.
Called yourself the morning star, but you a counterfeit sunrise. A copy of the blueprint with corrupted enterprise. See, pride was your architect, ego laid the cornerstone. You built a whole kingdom out of everything you never owned. Ezekiel 20, I already ran your background check. Perfect in beauty to perfection, couldn't take the threat. You checked yourself into the mirror one too many times. Now you running all the hell on stolen heaven rhymes. You a fallen franchise, operating on a franchise fee. Can't even touch a job without permission, you ain't free. That's the part that's gotta sting behind the project carry daily. The God you tried to battle still gotta authorize your playlist. You a temp worker throwing fits in somebody else's building. A squatter in a universe you had no hand in building. How you run a kingdom and the deed ain't in your name. You a bootleg king on a borrowed piece of flame. I see you thought nobody would expose it. You lost everything and still won't just own it. You had a seat at the table close enough to touch the throne, and traded all of heaven just to sit in darkness alone. That's not strange, that's the saddest thing I ever seen. The most beautiful thing ever made chose to be me. Loose, you a tragedy wrapped in a strategy, a catastrophe dressed like a fantasy. Actually, you've been peddling misery since the garden. Practically a snake in the grass, but the grass was your casualty. I heard you walk around like a roaring lion seeking prey, but even lions bow at Philippians 2 on judgment day. Every knee, every tongue, every crown you think you stack. Colossians 2:15 already nailed your resume to the fact. You the thief of John 10:10, still kill and destroy, but the shepherd left the 99 just to dismantle your ploy. You put your best shot on Calvary, thought you finally won, but death couldn't hold what death could never outrun. That cross wasn't a loss, that was the trap door springing. You thought you silenced the song, now that's when heaven started singing. 3 days later your whole plan got resurrected against you. You fumbled the soul that came specifically to avenge you. Let me slow down and be specific with this.
Isaiah 14:12, how art thou fallen?
That's your obituary header.
You said I will ascend 5 times, God said hold that for.
Luke 10:18, Jesus watched you fall like lightning, didn't flinch, wasn't shocked, wasn't moved, wasn't even off his hinge. Genesis 3:15, before the world could even comprehend the war, God already told you there was a hill above your head in store. You've been fighting a prophecy that was signed before your fall. You ain't the villain of this story, you the warning, that's all. Romans 8:31, if God be for us, finish the sentence yourself. You can't win a war with a judge already ruled for someone else. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon, I said no weapon formed against me. That means every dart you thrown just been a testimony waiting to be. See, what hurts the most ain't even that you lost a fight, it's that you knew him close enough to know the way to light. You didn't fall in ignorance, you fell in full understanding. You saw glory face to face and still chose to crash land. And that's not gangster, that ain't cold, that ain't power or position. That's the most catastrophic self-inflicted exhibition. You a cautionary tale with good marketing and branding. A hype man for destruction who convinced himself he's commanding. You've been running the same place and seed, and we read the scouting report. The same lie, same disguise, same old broken record tour. Did God really say? Boy, the line is older than the dust. We annotated that one flag that followed under do not trust. And here's the part that's really gonna make you sick inside. Every soul you thought you captured, that's who we went to find. You thought addiction was a dungeon turned into a testimony stage. You thought the grave was the end and turned into the turning page. Every pit you dug for us, somebody climbed out with a platform. Every chain you locked on us just showed the world what God performs. You've been working overtime, manufacturing or breaking, and all you did was give us something worth celebrating. Revelation 20:10, read it slow. And the devil who deceived them was thrown into the lake of burning sulfur. Not a debate, not a rematch, not a recount. You don't get a response track, you don't get a feature, you don't get the last word. The word already was in the beginning, and it wasn't yours. Jesus, you could let me go now.